Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. This is the going to get you started with your launch party. So this is really exciting. Welcome to your to Younique, and congratulations on your new business. So one of the very first things we need to do is once you get it set up with Younique, you go through a 3-step process. Step number 1 is you are going to want to define your why. Make sure you know what your goal is that you want to accomplish with Younique. This should be something that you should be discussing with your sponsor, or what you can also do as a Lash Diva doll is you can actually reach out and contact me, Becca Gable Rosario, and I can help you with that. The second thing that you're going to want to do is come up with a name for your business. My business is Lash Out with Becca. The reason that I call this my business, Lash Out with Becca, is because there is a reason my name goes along with my why. Originally, when I began with Younique, I started for fundraising purposes to raise money for 2 schools. So now every 4 months, I donate my commissions to a cause. For example, Lash Out Cancer, Lash Out Hunger. So that's how my business was started. Your business is going to be based upon your why. Be aware that Younique does not allow you to use the word unique in your business name. Okay? So step 1, establish your why. Step 2, establish a business name. Once you've done that, we're going to set up your launch party. The way that a launch party works is typically a launch party will happen within Facebook, is where we usually have launch parties. You want to start your launch party with a group. Now the reason that we set it up as a group is because, let me go ahead and you're going to click on, I'll show you how to do this, click on the Facebook icon in the upper left area of your screen. You're going to scroll down or move down to groups and click on the word groups. Then press create group. You're going to give your group a name. We could call it launch party and then the name of my company, Lash Out with Becca. Now, you can also go back and change your group name later. Okay, so what I typically do is I'll go back and remove the word launch party after I've established my launch. If my launch party has ended. You do want to add at least 1 member. So I'm going to add a couple people here. Now, where it says privacy, this is very important. You must choose closed or secret. My suggestion is to pick secret. Secret will allow no one to find your group if they were to search for it, unless it is your group, which is why you always want to make sure that you check it as a favorite. Now, here's something with policy with Younique. Younique will not allow you to have a public group if in that group you are going to offer discounts or free products you're going to be giving away, etc. So you must have your group as a closed or a secret. The reason you would only want to have a group is to give promotions and special kind of freebies for your VIPs. Okay, then you're going to press create, and then you're going to pick an icon. So let's say it doesn't really matter. Women, party, wine, I'm going to pick a wine glass, and then press OK. Okay, once you have your group set up, the next thing you're going to want to do is upload a photo. Your photo should be the name of your business. You can, I know Photoshop and Fireworks, so I made my banner myself. Ask a friend that has graphic experience to make a graphic for you. If you don't know somebody, of course, you could just go to Pinterest and find an image. That's where I always get my images from. Another thing you could do is ask a friend or family member that knows graphics to make an image for you. Okay, so you're going to want to have a banner. The next thing you're going to want to do is go to your description and add a description. So here under the description, you're going to want to provide your mission statement or your why. Your why is going to be the foundation for your business. Okay, so here you're going to provide an explanation of your business and its goals. Very short, 1-sentence mission statement. The next thing you're going to want to do before you invite any of your friends and family to your launch party is you are going to want to set up your first post. Your first post should be a video. It or it could be text-based post with an image of, let's say, your presenter's kit and your before and after look with your presenter kit. But within your introduction post, you're going to provide explanation of your reason for starting your business or your why. You're going to thank your family and friends in advance for their support. Okay, very simple. If you also choose to do video, you can do it this way also. If you choose to use a picture, though, with text, make sure you have a picture of your before, Younique, and your after, Younique. Use your products in your presenter's kit if you already have that kit. If you are waiting for a kit and you want to start your launch party before, and you have the mascara, my suggestion would be to do a before and an after picture of the mascara. Once you have your first post set up, you're going to go through and start to add members. So you can simply type in their names. You would just start to type in the beginning of their names here. Okay, so my suggestion is have no less than 100 people to your launch party. Now, what's going to happen is when you click on members, you are going to see that everyone is going to show as invited. Okay, in Facebook, group members have to approve the ad to the group. If you decide you want to remove somebody, you just click on the gadget there and you can delete them. You can also add more people here by clicking the add and then beginning to type their first name. Now you do have to write out the beginning of their first name. When I first joined, what I did was I literally went through and I started to add all the A's, all the B's, add the C's, because my friends and my family were my Facebook friends already. So I really went through and added every woman that was in my Facebook, because these were my family and friends. Now, in the future, if you decide to, when you have a host for online parties, what you would simply do is you would want to have a co-admin, so there would be 2 admins. Now, for your launch party, you will be the only one that needs to be the admin. Again, I could delete all these people. Okay, so now we have our area for our launch party set up. Your launch party will typically last 10 days. In your launch party, before you actually start the launch, so let's say today is October 3rd, let's say October 8th is the start of my launch party. Everybody that I have invited to my party, I am going to want to go through and individually message them and say, hey, I've started my own business, I invited you to my launch party, I would love for your support and love with as I start my new business. Send them a message, let them know that you've added them to the name and give them the name of the group. And you will find that typically under members where it says invited, it will say added. And once it says added, they are a part of your group and they will see your posts. So this all needs to happen before your launch party starts. Okay, so we have our initial introduction post. You've invited your friends and family early. You've messaged them. You've got them all hyped up that you're going to have this launch party coming up. I typically, within my parties, give away a raffle item. You know, a raffle item could be a product that came in your presenter kit if you choose to do that. You know, one of the things maybe that you are not interested in, or if you've bought Younique products before, it could be a product that you already had. So this is the place where your launch party is going to happen. Now let's talk about the contents of your launch party. Your launch party, within the first day, you are going to want to introduce yourself. You are going to want to have some type of activity where maybe you post a picture and say, hey, how do you know me from? What do you think of me? Put a post, just getting everybody kind of warmed up. It also gets people into your party and your group and interacting, and as they get more interactions, then later when you post something, they'll get a notification that you've posted in the group. The next thing that we want to think about is the content of your Lash of your launch party. Now we have as a Lash Diva doll, there is a mock party that is out there. It is a secret party, so you will have to be added to this. Ask your sponsor or message Rebecca Gable Rosario. Send me a Facebook message request. I will get you added. Inside of this launch party, or this, it is also used for any online party that you would decide to have in the future. It has tips, it has strategies, it has posts that you can reuse. So that is what it is here for. Now, within all my parties, within the first day, I let them know, okay, within the 10-day period or within the 5-day period, you get the most points, and points are earned by interacting. You can get entries for a raffle. Okay, one of the things that I also always do for the parties is I make sure that I do not overwhelm everybody with just random posts. Every day has a theme. So within my day 1, I do my introductions. Within my day 2, what I will typically do is move to another product. Like day 2 and day 3 will be mascara. I will talk about the product. I will show pictures with the befores and after of the product. You are the best person to showcase your products, okay? If you are struggling where you don't have the product yet, you can go to Pinterest and you can look for images to use. Once you've shown the product, you also want to provide value. Let the users know why the product is so great. Let them know that we're hypoallergenic. Let them know about the ingredients. Then also give them tutorials and tips on how to apply the product. So for example, let's say on day 3, we're going to talk about eyes. And we're talking about the eye pigments. You would want to show what eye pigments look best. Let's say if you have green eyes or if you have blue eyes. Now again, a lot of this content is available out on Pinterest for you. That's my go-to place for images. Another thing periodically you're going to want to do at least once a day, and typically you want to post 3 to 4 days in your party. The best times to post are going to be between 7 and 9 a.m. at lunchtime, and the optimal time is to post between 6 and 9 p.m. in the time zone of your party. So if it's your launch party, let's say if you're living in Florida but most of your family and friends live in the Midwest, you're going to go by the target audience or the majority of your population attending the party. So periodically, you want to make sure that you have a high interactive post. This is where you're asking your user to interact. Roll call. Who's here? What unique mood are you in at this moment? Which unique eye pigment describes you? Tag yourself in the picture. And that gets more people seeing my posts in the group because people are interacting. Include humor. Make it based upon the needs of your target audience, which is going to be your friends and your family that you've invited in your launch group. Okay, so your party is going to last 10 days. One of the things that's very, very important is after your launch party has ended. So mine, for example, is Lash Out with Becca. Okay, so here is my group. This is where I had my launch party. And then this turned into my VIP group after my launch party ended. At the top of my party, I have a post, and this is always going to show the link to my website so that at any time a user can come in and purchase something, a customer. Now from the drop down, there is an option that says pin and unpin your post. Okay, so what you can do is let's say if I wanted this particular post to be pinned at the top of my screen or the top of my group, I would click pin post and it would always stay there. So for example, when I refresh my screen now, you will see that this will be the pinned post. So that let's say tomorrow I come in and I post 5 different posts, the post at the top is going to be always pinned. Within your pinned post, you want to make sure you include a link to your party. How you set up your party is to do this. You will go to My Office, go to you're going to go to My Office, you're going to go to My Parties, you're going to go to Schedule a New Party, and here you're going to decide, are you going to host it? Is a family member or friend going to host it? So let's say your launch party is always going to be you hosting it. You're going to go ahead and pick a theme, and then you save your party. Okay. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to need to do, is figure out where you're going to get the scripts from. So we have a couple great places, and I'm going to show you where some of those tools are at. Of course, you need to ask your sponsor, but some of your, sorry you guys, you hear my kids in the background. They are being watched, so I have family here right now watching them. Okay, so within our group, I'm going to show you where these are at. Now, you're going to have your own approach that you want to take, but here's what the big thing that you need to know. I have everything planned out in advance. Okay, so if you are looking for scripts, be aware that your launch party is for your family and friends, so it's a place to practice. That's what's so great about having your launch party. So on this, let me hide this. New conversation. Okay. Okay, so in the files located in the group, there are several scripts available for you. One of the scripts, we've got a couple. There's a 10-day party plan, 3 posts a day. There is the Kara Lewis Newton party script, which if you go to YouTube, she also has a plan that you can follow. I also am going to be uploading a script. So there's lots of scripts here for you to look at. What I did when I joined is I went to YouTube and I watched lots of videos on Younique parties. And what I did was I went out to Facebook, or not Facebook, I went to, of course my group was in Facebook, I planned it in advance. So I have I'm a teacher, so I have a little bit of that planning, having a schedule before I go into something in my background. But it does work, because let me show you what happens. So on my hard drive, you can see I have a folder called Younique, and I have all my stuff in here in folders. I have a folder called Facebook Party, and this is what I have. I have every single image. In fact, I've even ordered them. For example, you're going to see day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, etc. I have every single day planned. I have interactive posts where I'm asking people questions. I have tutorials. So for example, here's a tutorial on contouring. I have which colors of eyeshadows look best on what color of eyes. I have games. So there's a lot of information here. I took everything that I had and I typed it up in advance in a Microsoft Word document. I'll pull it up for you. And here, for example, is my pre-activity that I will send a host. So let's say once you have your launch party and then next month you have 2 to 3 of your friends that you ask if you can host a party for, I have the instructions for them here. And then I have a script. I will go in, I will copy and I will paste this, and I can have multiple parties running at the same time. So take the time to plan out your 10-day party. You should have at minimum 3 posts a day. You should have a post typically between 7 and 9 a.m., a post around lunchtime, and then a post typically between 6 and 9 p.m. So I am in Florida. My launch party was primarily for my family and my friends in the Midwest. So I went according to their time zone. Okay, so there's lots of tools out here that are available for you. Touch base with your sponsor. You are also more than welcome to help to connect with me, and I will help you. So again, just locate Rebecca Gable Rosario, send me a Facebook friend request, get added, ask to get added, get added to the mock party that we have that's available for you to use. And you should have everything that you need. So the big deal here is that you want to have it planned in advance. You want to have it lasting the 10 days that you would, set up on your Younique page where you have set up your party. So on your Younique page where you have all your parties set up, you want to make sure that it will last the full 10 days. You want to make sure that your guests have access to your URL to order items that is pinned. Here's your pinned post at the top of your group. Okay, so this should be a great place to get started with your launch party. Invite your sponsor, invite the other Y sisters that you have made friends with, because the more interactions on your post, the more likely that people within the group are going to see your post. Okay, everybody, this should be a great start to your Younique launch party. Ask for help. That's what this Facebook group is for, and we are here to help you.